What the fuck? I hear myself. Oh, that's why. Oh. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Down. Gotta make it to heaven for going through hell. Gotta make it to heaven. I hope I make it to heaven. I gotta make it to heaven for going through hell. Gotta make it to heaven. I hope I make it to heaven. I gotta make it to heaven for going through hell. Gotta make it to heaven. I hope I make it to heaven. I gotta make it to heaven. Boom, boom, boom. Welcome. Welcome to the Geekdom 101 live stream for August 19th, 2021. My name is Danny. I am the executive producer of Geekdom 101. I only say that because it makes me sound fancy. I'm just a guy, all right? This channel is me and like 2 other employees. And they're not even really employees, they're contractors loyal to the Geekdom 101 empire. I don't know. I like doing this, all right? This is my favorite job I've ever had in my entire life. I really do. And a lot of it's because of all of you. Welcome. Hello. Today we're going to be discussing chapter 75 of the manga and where we go from here. Okay. Let's take a look at the chat room. Hello everyone. How are you? Hope you're having a really, really good Thursday today. Make sure that you leave a like if you're stopping by. We're going to be answering your super chats, talking to the chat room about this latest chapter, Dragon Ball Super Chapter 75. The chapter where, man, and I'm hoping most of you have read it by now, Vegeta was stomping. Vegeta was stomping on this man. Vegeta was really having his way with Granolah for a lot of this chapter. And Granolah was backed up into a corner, didn't really know what to do. But Granolah stuck in there, hung on. I guess he got stronger as the fight went on and eventually took out Vegeta. Well, no, that's not really what happened. The fight's not over yet. He beat Vegeta and basically, no, he really didn't beat Vegeta. The fight's not over yet. What happened was, and I'll show you guys, as I talk about it, because he didn't really beat Vegeta. Vegeta was losing the fight because he was getting, he felt like he was losing power. And leave a like. Don't forget to leave a like if you're stopping by. And Vegeta fired, as you can see on your screen, a gigantic blast of Hakai energy, and Granolah, the ever-confident Granolah, fired a blast right through and penetrated it, and the explosion, as you can see right here, the gigantic explosion on Planet Cereal knocked Vegeta down. But Vegeta was on the ground, not really sure what to do, confused about how Granolah was able to do this, but it's not over yet. Like, Granolah seems to have some scars on his face, some bruising, Vegeta too. They've both been in a fight. Right? And Vegeta is just more so surprised at Granolah. But I don't think the fight's over yet. We're going to be covering that today. We're going to be covering the continuing fight. And actually, here's a preview of the video coming out for y'all on Monday. Saturday, I've got a video coming out about Super Saiyan Rose, explaining that. But Monday, I have a video with Mr. Senpai. That's the art right there that you saw, discussing this manga chapter. On this stream, we're going to be bringing special guests on, answering your super chats, etc., etc. You know how we do it if you've been to one of these streams before. You know how we roll, all right? So, let me get to the first one here. Super Alvin Jackson writes, if one took one chapter or less from Ultra... No, it only took one chapter or less for Ultra Ego Vegeta to be pretty much defeated. Not surprising anymore. Is the same old Vegeta story fine? Now, more than ever, I want to see Gogeta. Imagine UI and UE together. I have a video that I'm working on right now, which is not going to be out. I don't know when it's going to be out yet, but it's about a fusion of UI and UE and whether or not it would actually work. Because if it does work, then we're talking about a real freaking strong character. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a real powerhouse of Gogeta. Gogeta with Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego, I mean, that's just a huge level of power. I mean, an incredible level of power, one that I don't even know if Fusion can even contain it. You know what I'm saying? By the way, we got 700 people in here, a little bit more than that. Leave a like if you are stopping by. It helps the stream out. I want to get the stream out to everybody who, to Dragon Ball fans so they can hang out with us today. Our screen says, you think Ultra Ego will become useless next arc? See, I don't think so. I think Ultra Ego is going to be Vegeta's Ultra Instinct. I don't think he's really got complete grasp of the power yet. I think he needs more experience with the power. 800 people, come on, leave a like for me. Come on. Leave a like if you're here, man, and hang out. I don't think Ultra Ego is a one chapter thing. I think we will see it again. I think that the manga will showcase this as being Vegeta's, I guess, his version of UI, his equivalent when it comes to power. And because of that, I just feel like it's like Vegeta's max form. And I don't think he's mastered it yet. I don't know if he will anytime soon. So if they were smart with this, they would take their time and not just throw this away and give him another form. However, I want to ask the chat right now. I want y'all to leave a yes or a no in the chat room. Do you think Ultra Ego, the version we saw Vegeta using, this one right here with the missing eyebrows, do you think Ultra Ego is an Omen form? Or do you think it's actually that this is the true form of Ultra Ego? Let me know what you think in the chat room right now. I'm watching the chat room right now. I want to know if y'all say yes or no to that. It says here, I like how Vegeta took a page from Frieza. LMAO, Granolah learning more about his power is dangerous. From Mr. Dutch. Yeah, I agree. Very dangerous if he's very strong. Chess Kendrick, can you do 10 push-ups? I can, but I'm not going to stop the stream for that. Robin Hawking 6 says, amazing chapter 0 to 10, 8.5. He rated it 8.5. Okay, let's look at the chat here. Omen, no, yes. Okay, we got a mix here. Maybe, Omen, true, yes, Omen. A lot of omens, actually. So if this is just an Omen, then what's the final form going to look like? Is he going to have eyebrows? You know what I'm saying? We're almost at 1,000 people, y'all. Leave a like. Leave a like for me. Hang out with us, man. We are almost at 1,000 viewers, man. And if you're here, thank you for stopping by. We're talking about the newest chapter. And I look forward to talking to y'all about this today. I'm answering your questions too. This is going to be a hot stream, bro. All right. Lord Nova 85. So we have a good mix there in the chat of different opinions. Lord Nova 85 writes, awesome content, bro. Been sub since 2018. I knew only 20% of the Dragon Ball till I found your page. Keep it up and F the haters. Yeah, I agree. With that last part. No, I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. My purpose with this channel is to help people appreciate Dragon Ball more. Maybe not the current stuff because it's not that good, but the older stuff, well, the whole series as a whole, just appreciate what Dragon Ball can give to you and what it's all about. You know what I mean? And hopefully when they go back and when they watch Dragon Ball again, they can really appreciate more things about it. That's kind of what we do here on this channel. We got over 1,000 people, y'all. Thank you for stopping by. Tell your friends about the channel. Leave a like, of course. This channel has been popping off for the past week, man. People really do care about UI Vegeta, and I am so happy. Look, I'm in a very good mood. I've had a great August. I am so happy as to how well the channel's been doing, and I'm so excited to see where this goes in the future. And I got so many great videos that I'm working on that I know y'all are gonna like. I know you're gonna like them, because I know the kind of content y'all like, and I'm really proud that there's a lot of different YouTube channels out there, and some have really toxic audiences. But I'm really glad that you guys are not that. I never see you guys like attacking other people or talking trash. I mean, I've seen it before, but it's very rare. And I like to think that my audience is a reflection of who I am. And I used to be a big shit talker like years ago, but I kind of chilled out on that. And I think it's time for us all to kind of grow up. But we still want to be kids by watching stuff like Dragon Ball and playing video games and stuff like that. We can still be kids at heart, you know what I mean? But we got to treat others with love and respect, which is what I've noticed that you guys do. I have seen you guys do that, and I really appreciate it. And you have no idea how much I do. Seriously. Ultra Instinct Goku says, I think the name Ultra Ego is fitting for a character like Vegeta who's driven by ego, turning his inherent flaw into his biggest strength is basically what Beerus wanted out of him. Good storytelling by Toriyama and Toyo. Well, all right, 1,100 people, man. Welcome. Leave a like. Leave a like. What's up? What's up? Hello. How are you doing in the chat? We got a lot of people in the chat right now, and I'm gonna try to keep track of all this. There's a lot of comments, yo. So if I don't get to all of them, just forgive me. I am reading the chat, but I'm also reading the super chats. It's a lot right now. It's a lot of people. So just come hang out, have a good time, and leave a like. We're just talking Dragon Ball. That's what we do here. So let me ask y'all a question then. Now that we've seen Ultra Ego, now I got to ask you. Now, I did ask this question in my last stream, but I want to get the chat involved in this. Tell me, do you think we're going to see Vegeta Ultra Ego in the upcoming 2022 movie Dragon Ball Super Superhero? Let me know if you can. Well, let me know if you think we'll see it, right? Yes or no in the chat right now when you get a chance. And let me know if you think we're going to see Ultra Ego in the new movie. Leave a like. We're at 1,100 people, man. Leave a like. Not 100, 1,100. Popping off, man. Let me know. Anyways, love the channel and your content. Do you think that this is from the OG Daff? Wait, here we go. Here come the answers. No, 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 no. Lots of no's. Interesting. Whoa, there's a lot of no's. Yes, no, 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 no. I'll tell you what, y'all. It's mostly no's. No, no, no. Yes, yes. No, 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 no. I'm reading the chat right now, and there's a lot of no's. It's mostly no's. There's a few yeses, but mostly no's. So we're not going to see it in the new movie. Interesting. I mean, I feel like if Vegeta's in the movie, we'll see it. If he fights. If he doesn't fight, then whatever, But people are saying no to that. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, nobody's sure because we don't have anything else on the movie yet. There's no new information about this movie yet, but we will soon. I'm working on some stuff right now to try and get more information about this movie, but one thing that I'll tell you, and I've said this in my last stream, is that when it comes to this movie, there's not a lot of information out there because there's a new team now. It's not the same team that worked on Broly. It's a new team, so I don't know any of these people, and because of that, it's more difficult to get information. You know what I'm saying? Way more difficult than it was to get information for Broly. And even with Broly, I didn't really get any information until the last 3 months, right? Until the last 3-4 months before it came out. That's how it is. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of different, there's a lot of things that work, a lot of privacy with these things. They don't want the information to get out. You know how it is. Thank you for that question. Let me get back to these questions, yo. We got a lot of questions, yo. I'm going to run through them as fast as I can, okay? Shadow Light, can you do an analysis about how UI and UE are the opposite end of Freud's psychoanalysis of personality, UI being the id and UE being the superego? Yes, actually, Shadow Light, I can do that. I'm just afraid to do it because of the fact that I I want to see more of UE first. Like that's a great idea because he's right. Like Ultra Instinct represents the id ego, the id side of the ego spectrum. Ultra ego represents the super ego. And for those who don't know about Freud, like people throw the word ego around a lot and have no idea what it actually means. Dragon Ball is deep like this. People think, "Oh no, you're overthinking it." No, maybe you're underthinking it, bro. Toriyama's a very smart man. He's a very educated man. He's a man who is a comedian, but he's smart. And he does think things through. Is he the best writer? No, nobody's saying he is, but there's a lot of deep shit going on with Dragon Ball that people just don't ever say. Yeah, thank you for you have the same hat. Yeah, I see your thing. Yeah, I forgot where I got this hat. I think I got it at a con somewhere. But I'm rocking the Dragon Ball shirt as well today. We're doing all Dragon Ball shirts today, you know. I'm not too happy with this because look, if I'm being honest, and I'm always honest with you guys, this was not the best chapter. I was not a big fan of this chapter at all. I didn't hate it. It's not the worst chapter ever. It's not the worst of Dragon Ball Super, but it's not a good chapter. I thought it was very underwhelming and kind of middle of the bar. And I expected better. But, you know, what can you do, man? What can you do? It wasn't terrible. I mean, if you loved, here's how I'm going to look at it. Look, if you love this chapter, it's fine. If you hated it, I understand. But hear me out on this one. 1,300 people, man. Leave a like. Leave a like if you're stopping by. It really helps out the channel and the video. Here's the way I see it. Look, if if your only criticism of this chapter is that the character that you wanted to win did not win, if that's the only criticism, I can't take it seriously. If you're going to be critical and have a critical mind about Dragon Ball, and actually be critical, not just say you're critical and be a hater. Actually be critical. Don't go around saying I'm critical. I'm when you're not critical for worth a shit and you're a dumbass. Like you actually think, you know what I mean? Which most of my audience does. If you're going to be critical, you have to look at what they got wrong. And some of the things Toyotawa got wrong were just, in my opinion, like, and again, only my opinion. You might disagree, you might debate me on it. It's all good. I feel like it's the same old shit. And I think Dragon Ball needs to go to something new and something different, at least for a couple of arcs. And I do feel like Granolah just having this new like powering up, like it wasn't really what I was expecting, but I also think Granola's kind of a bonehead, which I think is good writing. So I think the main problem is the same old shit. If this was a new thing with Vegeta, people wouldn't be so mad. But it's not about Vegeta not winning. It's about the fact that they've done it so many times. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that's really what grates on me is that they've done the same thing over and over again. 1,400 people, yo! I can't believe it. Please leave a like. Welcome, welcome. We're not. Let me get to y'all's questions, man. I'm just rambling about Dragon Ball here. You know what I'm saying? Rad Retro. Cell was one of my favorite villains in Dragon Ball. What strength do you think Cell would possess if Dr. Gero, and that's Jiro in the dub, had waited until present day to engineer him, and how would he interact with current characters and villains? Okay, if Cell came along now with these god powers, and he had the cells of the strongest fighters, including like Jiren, he might be unstoppable. Can you imagine? Can you sit back and think about this for a minute, y'all? Can you imagine if Cell got perfect, but had the cells of guys like Jiren and Topo and I don't know about Beerus, that might be a bit too much, but like, you know, Jiren and Topo and UI Goku, like, what strength would he have? He might be unbeatable. Having the cells of the strongest fighters in the multiverse, not the universe, but even if he has the cells of the strongest fighters in the universe, if Cell came along now and had the powers of Goku, Vegeta, Granolah, Broly, if he had the potential for growth like Broly, dog. Imagine having the cells of Broly, but being able to be smart enough to tap into the powers of Granolah or the powers of UE or UI. Think about that for a minute. Yes, you are right, bruh. He would be a living nightmare. That'd be awesome. I ain't gonna lie. Welcome, Adam, to the membership. Beer expert says Vegeta just made this name up on the fly because he does not even know what the fuck he's talking about. Well, that's probably true. He probably did make it up on the fly. Yo, we're almost at 1,500 people, man. Spread out the word about the stream. We are almost at 1,500. Leave a like. Also, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new here, subscribe and become a member. You get all kinds of benefits and perks, and you get to be in the Discord and all that stuff if you join tier 2 or higher. 1,500 people. We did it. I am so happy right now, bro. The channel's been doing so good. Look, man, my channel was suffering at the beginning of 2021, yo. Like, YouTube was not pushing it anymore. The algorithm was trash. You know, we're always fighting against the current here as a YouTuber. Always. And sometimes the current goes with you and sometimes it doesn't. But it's been going with me for the past month or so, and I'm very blessed to be so happy to have that going. You know what I mean? I love what I do, genuinely. K. Chris Griffin, will Goku and Vegeta get a new Zenkai boost that will push them past the full power Granolah? Could you see that happening in the trios battle drama concludes? Yes, I could see them getting either a Zenkai boost or this boost of power from this UE. Because if Vegeta really does get stronger as he fights, not just from Zenkai, that's a different level of power. Thank you, Andrew. He writes, man, I can't wait for Ultra Ego plus Super Saiyan. LOL. Why do you think after all these years people still believe that Vegeta will ever be the main villain? It is toxic. It is like a toxic relationship. You know what? I do feel like Vegeta fans have battered housewife syndrome. I think Vegeta fans, and God bless them. Listen, I used to date a Vegeta fan. In fact, I dated the Vegeta fan, if you know what I mean. I dated the Vegeta fan. And luckily, she doesn't care that much. She just wants Vegeta to get beat up. But, like, but I have a lot of close-knit relationships with Vegeta fans. And I talk to them. And in fact, I got some in my DMs right now. And they're talking to me about this chapter. And, like, Triforce, for example. And I feel for them because it is like Stockholm Syndrome. It's like you're coming home in an abusive relationship. You're not wrong about that. So thank you. You're right. Okay, Bahamut. Oh, I love Bahamut. I'm good to see you again, Bahamut. One way to make Frieza relevant power-wise to have him train with Seadra of Universe 9 in exchange for his help cleaning things in that universe. I love that throwback. I love that idea. I hope they do it. Hang on, man. Korg says, I am amazed YouTube can handle the sheer power that is this stream. Well, it's not the biggest stream I've ever done. But it's pretty big, 1,500 people. The biggest stream I've ever done. And I actually beat Team 4-Star once. I beat Team 4-Star once, okay? It doesn't happen very often you get a W on Team 4-Star, but I got one. And that was the week of the end of Dragon Ball Super. When Super was ending, I got almost 10,000 people in a stream. Almost 10,000 people, yo, the week that Super was ending. I don't know if y'all were in that stream, but almost. Rebel Eric, it could be an omen form. He didn't get the symbol on his chest like Topo. Yeah, but Topo's not a Saiyan, and he is. That's why they're two different two different species. Mike L says, I'm getting aroused thinking about a full power Ultra Ego Gallic gun using Hakai energy with the purple beam and purple flame aura and everything. Well, if that arouses you, brother, you're a better man than me. I need some titties in my face before I get aroused. But whatever does it for you. But I do see your point, and that would be awesome, especially if we had a full color version. See, the manga's in black and white. When the full color one comes out, we'll have more of a perspective. We hit 1,000 likes, y'all. Thank you. If you're stopping by, we're almost at 1,600 people. Almost at 1,600. Thank you. Hit the like. I love you guys so much. Listen, I'm going to talk to y'all in a minute on some real shit. Let me get to these last super chats, though. Matt Cheese, is it really Big D? No, I have a small dick. Trip says, UE is flawed due to losing life spirit. Oh, no, wait. Taking damage, losing life spirit. Well, you're going to take damage in a fight, bro. But you might be right. Maybe the damage before. Chess Kendrick says, Snowman said Pycon could beat Vegeta now. He's crazy. I don't know who Snowman is, bro. But tell him that. Tell him to stay away from the sun. Adam Bogobiri says, I feel like a lot of people have forgotten Frieza's insane potential. He can easily surpass Goku and Vegeta. Look what he did 4 months in hell. Yeah, but it's not going to be easy to surpass them now, bro. Now we're dealing with a different animal here. Vegeta's been irrelevant since Namek. I disagree. He's not irrelevant. You can't say he's irrelevant when he's in every arc. Like, that's not. You have to look up what the word relevance actually means, dude. That's not what the. Now, if you're talking about he's not important, I mean, you could say that, but I disagree. I don't think Vegeta's irrelevant at all. Like, Vegeta is the second character besides Goku. Like, he's the co-star. He's not irrelevant. Irrelevant is like Yamcha. Like, I hate to say it, and I'm not a Yamcha hater, but Yamcha's irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like, Lunch is irrelevant. Even Chaozu's irrelevant, but Vegeta, the co-star, dude, he's the co-star next to Goku. You know, like it's the Goku and Vegeta show. Do you think, from Squishy, do you think Alec will use this wish on himself for all the heaters? And if so, do you think it's going to be a wish for strength? It's going to be a wish for strength, and it's going to be for all the heaters, and he's going to make multiple wishes because remember, that dragon can do that multiple times, and it's not a problem. It's a different kind of dragon. Thank you, Korg, so much. Congrats for the 1.4K views. Actually, we're 1.6 now. Cell had Broly's potential. It would be over. Bye-bye multiverse. Yeah, I think so. He'd get really strong really fast. Mark, thank you, Mark's Mornings. Thank you, Robert. Sponster. If I mess up your name, I apologize. Isn't Granolah at max potential? How does he get another super eyeball? And if Vegeta gets stronger, will he when he takes hits? Why didn't he get stronger? Well, we're gonna find out next chapter, man. Like he might be getting stronger. You know, we're gonna see when he powers back up again if he does. I'm not saying for sure he will. I mean, he said it earlier that he was getting stronger when he was taking hits from Granolah in that form. You know, I'm gonna get to the you know, the part right here. I have more stuff to talk about here. Just give me 1 second. You know, he's talking about the God of Destruction. You know, the hotter my battle soul burns, the stronger I grow. The more he's into the fight, the stronger he gets. So if Vegeta gets back into the fight, he might just boost back up. This is not a Zenkai boost. This is a different kind of boost. This is like I'm going to call it, you know what? I'm going to call it right now. It's called an ego boost. This, I'm naming it right now. It's not a Zenkai boost. It's not a rage boost. It's an ego boost. And he can do it while he's in this form. David Johnson says, I feel Discovery writing isn't working for Dragon Ball anymore. Characters are too strong, not to mention the time skip issue. They should pause and plan better. Thank you for your super chat, David, and you are 100% right. I can't argue anything you just said. I think they need to plan things out more. You can tell that this arc is written on the fly, and they didn't have anything planned for like after Moro. Like you just know they didn't. You know they didn't. So it's obvious. JD, it seems that Granolah shares more than just history with the Saiyans. Seems the biology may be similar, or they may have legend like SSJ. They may have a legend. Biology maybe. Can he become a great ape though? I mean, I don't know. Probably not. But he's definitely got his own set of skills, and Vegeta knows about these guys. So maybe we'll get more of an insight next chapter. Mr. Dutch says, "Who is going to kill oatmeal?" I hope it's the heaters. Then Granolah might go berserk. Yes, I think it will be the heaters. That's my prediction. I'm going to talk more about that in the video I did with Opie. Guillermo Soto says, do you think they will create other forms of Ultra Spirit, Ultra Hope, Ultra Speed? I feel like they're trying to do some Green Lantern Spectrum. Maybe. I haven't thought about that yet. So here's the question for the chat then. If they make an Ultra form for Gohan, what would you call it? Ultra Hope? Ultra Spirit? Ultra, like what would be the name of that form for Gohan? Let me know in the chat what you would name it. I want to know. Angry Shadow, I missed start, but I just woke up. How's your day been? Good, man. I had a good day today. Matt Cheese says Yamcha's irrelevant. He bumped uglies with Bulma. But I'm talking about now, not back then. I'm talking about now, dude. All right. Elda Sentinel. Do you think that Dragon Ball will ever get a new formula instead of just being the Goku Vegeta show, with Vegeta frequently being stepping stone for Goku? I hope so because it's getting old. It really is getting old. No argument there. Salas Hedin Ibrahikith. Sorry if I messed up your name, sir. Or ma'am, probably sir. Although it won't happen, then theoretically, sorry, I know it won't happen. Theoretically, could a Dragon Ball character learn or master both UI and UE? I think yes. I think they can. I don't know if it'll be Goku or Vegeta, but I think they can. Justin's trolling right here. Whenever Vegeta loses, I'm happy it's the Goku show. Well, I mean that it is without question. Okay, let me read some of y'all's answers here. Ultra potential, ultra mortal, ultra unleashed, ultra Joban, ultra no Gohan, Migate no Gohanui. No, that's not how it works, bro. Supreme Gohan, ultra intelligence, ultra disappointing. You win, bro. You are the winner. Somebody said that that Gohan's new form is going to be called ultra disappointing. You know what? That is brilliant. I'm tweeting that out, bro. Hold on. Somebody in my stream said Gohan's new form will be ultra disappointing. Bro, that's the funniest shit. Whoever wrote ultra disappointing, dude, because I missed it. It went by so fast. Dude, you are funny. Ultra Sun, Ultra Spirit, Ultra Nuts, Ultra Hero, Absolute Gohan, Mega Instinct. No, that's a fan name. Ultra Bitch. Come on, man. Y'all are wilding out right now. RL 2004 says, I don't care what anyone says, I don't think Killer Instinct would be a sick name for Vegeta's new form. Yeah, but Killer Instinct is the name of a video game. So ultra disappointment, bro. That, you know what? That's one of the funniest things I have seen. That is brilliant. Ultra disappointment. I'm sorry, I'm not over it. That's good shit. Shane says, even though I would like Vegeta to get... Wait a minute, hold on. I'm sorry. Shadow saying, Goku could support Vegeta as a healer. Thoughts? I would like that. It's like a video game RPG type of thing. Leave a like if you're here, by the way. We're almost at 1,700 viewers, man. I want to hit 1,700, man. Spread the word out about the stream. Ultra weak ass. I saw that. Ultra dick. Ultra mystic. Ultra rage. Ultra rage. Yeah. Shane says, even though I would like Vegeta to get a solo W, he contributes to Goku's wins. For example, Goku would have not beaten Moro without Vegeta's help. Same thing with Majin Buu and a lot of people. I agree with that. I mean, how would they have beaten Broly? Gogeta takes two people. I don't know how you could say Vegeta's irrelevant when Gogeta just beat Broly like last movie. Bakamili Productions, how do you think this manga will end? I have no idea. We don't even know what the next arc's going to be. I have no clue. Adam Bogoblin says Frieza definitely def training right now with his potential could be scary. Yeah. You ain't wrong. Calvin says, look at these Vegeta Jr. fanboys gonna cry. Bully McGuire. All right. What did you say, Eisen? Ultra Cuckstinct? All right. I got another super chat from Idon, but it's not coming up on my screen. You might have to give me a bit. Hold on, here we go. Do you think Vegeta will ever use Force Spirit Fission again, or no? Sorry if this was already asked. No, it was not already asked, and yes, I do think Vegeta will use at Force Spirit Fission again. So I'm putting on my earphones, as you can see, because I'm about to take calls from the Discord. How about my ultra foot up your ass? I see what you wrote there, bro. I can't show it though because it's hidden. There we go. Anyways, 1,700 people. We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay. There's a lot of people waiting. There's a lot of people waiting in the chat room right now. So I'm going to bring a couple of them in right now to the live stream. So if you want to be a part of the stream, you have to sign up for tier 2 membership and then come into the Discord. Once you get tier 2 membership, you get access to all kinds of stuff like videos. You can see video clips early, news early, things like that. Rumors I might have early. You get all kinds. You get the streams on replay if you want to watch them. You get all kinds of shit. So it's a fun time, and it supports the channel very much. Anytime that I have a new member, whatever I get from that membership, I apply it back to the channel, whether it be paying my editor, whether it be getting something for the channel, equipment, whatever. That's what we do. All right, we're going to start today here. Let's bring somebody in. Jordan, you're live on the Geekdom 101 stream. What's up?
What's up, buddy?
How are you?
I'm good.
All right, let's talk about chapter 76. Your thoughts?
Well, I think that these last few chapters involving Goku and Vegeta taking these massive L's are actually just a reflection of the fact that neither one of them have actually mastered being able to use these techniques to their full extent. So basically, the reason Vegeta started losing to Granolah is because instead of just focusing on destruction like Beerus taught him, he was focusing on proving a point to Granolah, which is why he started to like that in combination with the damage that he was taking from Granolah, like he wasn't growing anymore in battle. And I think that the reason that Goku and Vegeta are taking L's so quickly in the story is because they're going to acknowledge the issues that Goku and Vegeta are having right now fighting Granolah later on in the story. So
Yeah, I
basically
don't.
like
Go ahead. Go ahead.
so basically like when Goku and Vegeta were doing their training at the start of the arc, the reason that they called so much attention to that is because this is the arc where they use Granolah basically as a means of further perfecting their means of using these new techniques.
Do you think they need more training?
Yeah, well, I think they need more training as far as being able to use these techniques correctly. Uh, Goku definitely needs more training as far as like being able to manage the stamina drain because his stamina drain went down so fast that Granolah found a
Oh,
vital point
oh, right.
at basically just the right time that he needed it.
Yes.
So basically the reason Whis pointed out that Goku needed to do that is for an instance just like that. And once Goku can get around that, he basically won't have that issue anymore. So basically, these two transformations are going to be used to basically make up for Goku and Vegeta's personality flaws. So Goku can still be himself and still want to like talk people down and try to help people become better. And if he's mastered Ultra Instinct, it's not going to matter, whether they want to listen or not. They have to because Goku will basically just be like this wall standing in front of them, lecturing them. You know, and I think the more Vegeta can focus on destruction, and I think that's part of the reason that his new form is called Ultra Ego, is because he needs to have confidence in himself without having anything to prove to anyone else. I think once he can
That's
master,
deep. That is deep. That is
I
deep
think
right there.
once he can master focusing on
Y'all heard
nothing
what he
but
said?
destruction,
Y'all heard what he said? I'm sorry, I mean, I'm to make sure they heard what you said. Say it
yeah,
again. Say it
basi-
again.
so basically, once Vegeta realizes that he just needs to focus on his own self confidence, and basically the reason it's called Ultra Ego is because once he completely focuses on his instincts, his personal instincts, which he's talked about, multiple times, how he would rather rely on his own instincts than Ultra Instinct or anything else. As a matter of fact, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution was kind of the theme of that transformation, was that he
Right.
was drawing power from himself. So
Yes, his
like
own journey. His own journey.
yeah, so this form, the reason that it's different than Topo's and the reason that it's just everything works differently is because he's taken what it requires to become a god of destruction, but he's using his own Saiyan nature to activate it rather than just focusing on destruction like a normal god of destruction would. Because he's a Saiyan, he has the capabilities to take this mindset, this destroyer's mindset, a step further than other people because it's a part of his like innate nature. So that's the reason that like when he goes into this transformation, he seems like basically his old self because he's just going with his own instincts. He's not worried about saving anyone. He's not worried about protecting anyone. He's just using his own instincts to drive himself through battle. And once he can master that and not focus on proving a point to anyone, he'll basically only focus on winning. He'll only be focused on the fight. Similar to how Ultra Instinct Goku is just focused on the fight at the end of the Tournament of Power. That's basically what Vegeta's transformation is going to offer him in the long term if he can master it.
A
And
lot
the
of
reason that
go go ahead, go
the reason that
ahead.
Granolah is so much stronger now is because he's going to need to be that much stronger for Goku and Vegeta to master those aspects of these techniques.
Well, and I'm glad you brought that up. A lot of people use the word ego and they throw it around and they have no idea what it means, especially on the internet. People have no clue what it means. And a lot of times when somebody refers to somebody else having an ego problem or having a big ego or egotistical, I think what they're trying to say is arrogant. That's the word they're trying to
Right.
say, arrogant. And arrogance and ego are not mutually exclusive or are mutually exclusive things. They don't have to be
Yeah.
arrogance. Vegeta's definitely been arrogant in the past. That's his character. But there's a difference between ego, confidence, and even overconfidence. When you're confident about something and you have, or even an overconfidence, it means that you genuinely know what you bring to the table. Like if you're an athlete or if you're a content creator, like you know what your value is as a person. You respect your value as a person. So you don't need to prove anything to anybody.
Right.
Even though sometimes you're still driven to prove things to people, it's
Right.
it's not like you need it to sleep. Whereas people who are egotistical, they try to make it all about them all the time and not about the greater good. And Vegeta certainly has been that way. And this could be another evolution in his development. Now that brings me to my next question to you though, and I'm going to show people in the chat too. And I'm going to get to the super chats here in a minute. I got like three more since you came in. There's a point where Vegeta fires a giant Hakai blast at the planet. And there's been a lot of debate about Vegeta's character regressing here because there are those that say that Vegeta should not be doing that because Vegeta has been a good guy for so long now. He even himself acknowledged during the Moro arc that he regrets being such a prick to people and killing people and the things he used to do. He regrets it. He's a good guy now. He's a genuine dude. He cares about his family, all that stuff, right? But do you think that now, with him trying to blow up the planet, that's him regressing on that? I feel like that's more so him losing control and being consumed by the ultra ego power. And he had a
Yeah.
momentary lapse of judgment. That's the way I see it. It's a momentary lapse of judgment. That's the way I'm viewing it. But do
It's
you think
actually
it's
a
actually
side effect.
do you think it's a
It,
regression?
I think it's a side effect of what you have to do in order to achieve this transformation. So basically, when Beerus was teaching Vegeta about this, he said he had to focus on nothing but destruction. There is no like way around that. The only way that Vegeta can tap into this power is, like he said right before he tapped into it, if he's in a situation where he doesn't feel like he has to protect anyone and he doesn't feel like he has to protect the planet. He has to actually let go of those things in order to achieve this transformation. So it's actually just a side effect of the transformation itself. It doesn't necessarily mean that Vegeta himself has like changed. It's just he has to achieve in order to achieve this power that he needed in that moment. He had to embrace that mindset,
You
and
know how many
it's very
Dragon Ball you know how many Dragon Ball fans get that wrong, bro? What about the ones that say Vegeta's the same old character in Super, meanwhile you have him caring about his daughter and saying that he needs Goku to live. It's like they don't pay
no.
attention, dude. He's a very different
He's a
character.
very yeah.
He's the
He's a
he's
very
the
different
only character in Super who's actually gotten development in Super, I feel. I think
yeah
he's gotten
yeah
way more development than Gohan or Goku in Super.
right.
I'm talking about just in Super. Like I think
Well,
Vegeta's completely changed. And for the better.
he has, but there is one aspect of his personality that hasn't changed, and that's the aspect that this transformation is playing on, which is his ego and his need to prove his superiority to others.
Right.
And like until he gets past that, and this transformation, I believe, is going to be the means of him getting past that, because the more he can focus on destruction, the less he's focusing on proving himself to other people and basically trying to build up who he is and prove who he is
But
to himself
but
and to
Jordan,
others.
Jordan, someone's gonna throw this curveball at you, which they've done to me as well. What about at the end of Z when, or at the end of the Kid Buu fight when Vegeta said that Goku's number one? Just because you acknowledge that someone else is better than you does not mean you're gonna stop trying to overcome them. Whereas having Goku as a measuring stick makes sense, but now I feel like in Super there are other measuring sticks. There's Beerus, there's Whis, there's Broly, there's Jiren, there's other characters that Vegeta can try to overcome more than just Goku.
Well, also people kind of overlook part of what Vegeta was saying there. He was basically pointing out that the reason Goku was number one was because he knows that if he spares evil opponents sometimes, that sometimes they come back stronger, and then he faces that head on, which allows him to adapt to it and grow stronger. So actually, Vegeta's attitude in this new transformation is kind of evidence that he's embraced Goku's attitude that he talked about in that very speech, because he's facing Granolah head on, knowing that it's possible that he's going to lose.
But Jordan, man, you're overthinking it. It's just a story about guys fighting. That's all it is.
No, 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 no,
I
no.
know, I know. I'm telling you the shit that we hear all the time. Well, it's
Yeah, I know.
just an action cartoon. That's all.
Well,
Not realizing that Toriyama is a very smart man. Toriyama's a very, very intelligent man, bro.
he's a very intelligent
Very
man,
intelligent man.
and these two transformations, I'm like, I know everyone is upset because the Moral arc and the Granolah arc have basically committed the cardinal sins of Dragon Ball arcs
I agree.
way too quick in succession. Anytime Goku and Vegeta pay for their attitudes and the way they approach things, the fandom hates it. And
Right.
I think, but I do think that they've taken notice to that, and I do think that the reason that this is happening so early in this arc is because this is the arc where that's acknowledged. I think these transformations themselves are an acknowledgement of the issues that Goku and Vegeta have as characters. And once they can master these techniques, those issues are just going to be non-existent. So everyone who's like a Dragon Ball fan should enjoy this while you can, because this is looking more and more like it's Goku and Vegeta's last hurrah, and basically like the next step to them perfecting themselves.
Yeah, but it might not be their last hurrah because they're gonna have to prove their perfection in the
Right, right.
future.
I'm just saying, like, as far as them like growing as characters, like these two transformations are very synonymous with them, basically casting aside the flaws they've had as characters in the past.
Well, I
Once
hope.
Goku can match
Go
Once
ahead. Go
Goku
ahead.
can master Ultra Instinct, he can be himself and not have the issues that he had before from being himself. Him
I,
suffering for his consequences in the short term and then being rewarded in the long term won't necessarily have to be a thing anymore, because if he's mastered Ultra Instinct, it doesn't matter, how, like, it doesn't matter how kind he wants to be. He's going to be an unstoppable brick wall. And it's basically the same thing with Vegeta. Like, by the time they've mastered these transformations, like, the same issues that they've had before aren't going to be there. And that's really the theme of this arc right now, is everyone growing, including Granolah. Like the theme of this arc is everyone basically perfecting their imperfections.
yeah, and I feel like if that's the direction they're going in, then if we get the Sadala arc later, it would actually be better because at that point Vegeta and Goku are more fit to be mentors, and that
Yes.
could be where it factors in with Oob. If Goku is going to be Oob's mentor and Oob's master, then it would make more sense if Goku had a full sense of who he was and had complete mastery of who he is as a person to truly and let other things go to truly become an effective mentor. So
Yeah.
yeah,
This generation training the next generation, is going to be it's definitely going to be a fad in Dragon Ball. I mean, Roshi is already kind of the start of that fad, and so is Grandpa Gohan and the Ox King and characters like that. But I do think that theme is going to come back.
let me get to these super chats, bro. Salahedin Ibre. Let me just call you Sal. Ibre Heath. As much as we all want to see Goku rematch Beerus, I can't help but want Ultra Ego Vegeta versus Beerus. Unfortunately, Vegeta would probably lose and Goku would finish him. I don't think Goku would kill Vegeta if that's what you mean, but he probably would lose because
I
Beerus
think
can
he meant
never.
Beerus. I think he's saying that Goku could definitely beat Beerus and that Vegeta couldn't, and I don't think that's true.
Oh, I don't know about that
I
either.
think I think this new, like, you being able to focus on destruction to get stronger thing basically killed the original power scaling of Dragon Ball. Like the way that these characters get stronger isn't just like a multiplier that instantly makes them stronger anymore. These
That's
are
what it used to
techniques that
be.
have yeah, these are techniques that offer abilities that are nuanced, and it's not going to be as simple as just multipliers and numbers and math anymore. So that's part of the reason that people are so like confused when it comes to Beerus.
Somebody called it ultra ass pull. It might be that, yeah. Go go
But
ahead.
yeah, I think that's why there's been all this confusion with Beerus is because they just introduced a new mechanic and a new aspect to Beerus's power scaling. So now
Yes.
basically it would be very easy for them to just say, "Hey, the reason that Beerus was using such a small percentage of his power against Goku in Battle of Gods is because he wasn't thinking about destruction to the degree that it's possible for him to." He might be able to hone in on that mindset more and more, and the more that he does that, the more powerful it becomes. Which would make a lot of sense from what we've seen in the past, because anytime Beerus starts to get angry, he just gets more powerful. So it just makes a lot of sense.
Tori Samuel says, Hyper Instinct for Gohan, or would you like an arc where Goku dies and Vegeta and Trunks run the show and Gohan goes off to find the Dragon Balls? That would be a short arc. There needs to be more to it than just that. I wouldn't be against it, but they've already done Goku dying and they have to find Dragon Balls. It was the the Namek saga and the free the Frieza saga. Goku's out, not dead, but he's out, and then he's on his way to Namek, and then the Saiyan sagas where Goku died. They've already done something like that before. Yash Bedger says, I feel like Vegeta's arc, heck, almost everything from Super has been done before and better in the original run. Makes me wonder whether Super is actually a soft reboot. It's not a soft reboot, bro. You gotta look into what soft reboots are. It's definitely not that. But if you think it's a rehash, a lot of it is. I can't say all of it is, but a lot of it is. However, as Jordan pointed out, this UE thing is sort of a new thing. This is like a new way of them doing things. Trins page says, who would be stronger, Bra or Pan? No way to tell right now. Garrett Caldwell says Vegeta is still learning destruction power and has actually just hit his Omen form. Vegeta reverting back to this happy place is his trigger for the form. Vegeta is not at his peak destruction. What do you think about that from
I
Garrett?
think that's correct. I think that's correct. I think basically the more he focuses on destruction, the more he's going to focus on winning alone. The problem with Vegeta's character is like, and you can see it in the dialogue that he's having with Granolah, is he wants to feel superior to who he's fighting, and he wants whoever he's fighting to also feel that he's superior to them, and that's an issue. Until he can get through that, he's always going to have this problem where it ends up biting him in the ass because he has too much, confidence, and it's the wrong kind of confidence. Like having confidence in your ability to pull through is way different than having confidence that you're superior over someone else.
That's
You know?
ego. That's ego.
Yeah,
That is
those are
ego.
two entirely different things. So once,
And it's
so
also beta. People talk about how Vegeta's alpha. Vegeta's not alpha, bro. Vegeta became alpha in Super. He was mostly beta throughout all of Z. Always sucking to Goku's dick. Oh, Goku, I'm gonna try and be stronger than you. Like that's beta. That's beta mentality, bro. Now he's kind of growing up, and I like that. And like real quick, like what Shane Levin said in my next Super Chat, he wrote, Vegeta stopped resenting Goku for his power, but he never stopped wanting to keep up, and now he wants to go his own way. That's development. Amen. That is
that's
development.
true.
That
That's
is
true.
development. So don't sit there and say that Vegeta hasn't developed in Super. I'm not saying that I'm a Super fanboy because Dragon Ball Super, for the most part, has been a huge letdown for me compared to the old stuff.
Right.
But
Right.
there's still some good stuff there. And if we're going to sit there and just ignore the good stuff, like, I've never been one of those guys that ignores the good and focuses on the bad, or ignores the bad and focuses on the good. Look at The Last Jedi. I hated The Last Jedi, but did Mark Hamill do a good performance? Hell yeah.
Right.
Were there some cool scenes? Yeah, like the whole movie. I don't like the movie at all. I hate that movie, but I'm not going to sit here and not acknowledge the good things, and that is a good thing if you ask me. You
Right.
know? Angry
I
Shadow
agree with you
says,
100.
join the Discord so I can give you virtual aids. Come on, bro. This guy's over here trolling. You're not going to get aids from the Discord, bro. I don't think it was Hakai. It might have been a Big Bang. He might have said that so Granolah takes the attack. Um, I, I think we're going to know for sure in the colored version, but I'm pretty sure it was Hakai.
Look,
Let me.
that pose is exactly the same pose that Beerus used in Battle of Gods against Goku in the manga. So like it's a reference to that. It's a reference to that scene where Beerus is getting ready to throw
Oh,
the
you mean with
orb
the
at
hands
the
up? You mean with the hands
yeah,
up? Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
In fact, if y'all can see it right there, I have it on the screen right now on the right side of your screen, not where my face is, but you should see. Let me make sure they can see it. Hold on. Yeah, they should see it right next to my face. Vegeta's hands being up at that. That's Beerus's pose or whatever you want to call it. That's
Yep.
what he does. So let me go ahead and bring in Malachite here.
All right, bro.
Malachite, you're on, bro. Malachite. Malachite, you got going once, going twice. You fail. All right, I put him back. He had his chance, bro. I tell y'all to be ready. All right. Star Blast, you are live on the Geekdom 101 stream.
Hey, how's it going, man?
How are you?
Doing pretty good. Can't complain.
Good. So you've heard everything Jordan has said. What do you think about that? Wait, 1,800 people. Yes. Leave a like if you're stopping by. Go ahead, Star Blast. What do you think about what Jordan said and the whole conversation? Also, I'm going to get to a super chat here in a minute, which I'm going to ask you. But first, what do you think about what he said?
Okay, so like going back to what I actually just completely agree with a lot of what Jordan's saying. How this transformation for Vegeta, how Goku and Vegeta in general are sort of just training to become sort of versions of themselves that can be their versions of themselves without the consequences.
Virgins of themselves, like you are?
Versions of themselves.
Oh, okay.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
gosh.
No, go ahead.
No, but like yeah, they could be different. The versions of themselves. Goku for him, he is like he's the kind of guy who will give the lectures to people like because he wants them to be good. He's the guy who would even give sympathy towards the devil, or that's the type of person that he represents in certain cultures. And Vegeta obviously being the person who would do the exact same thing and wanting to project his pride and his character onto other people. But you know, when he's focused on destruction, he can and he gets that sort of mindset. He gets to be able to be like that without consequences. And it's sort of looking like this story, because it's so focused on Goku and Vegeta, it might even be a thing to where later on they're setting it up to where you know this might be this might even be some of the last things we could see from Goku and Vegeta later on if they decide to go that route.
Yeah, I mean, I actually like the development of Goku and Vegeta if that's the route they go in, but I don't think it's the end. I think that we could then see another arc where we see them as mentors, like to Oob or to whomever. I think that would be appealing to a lot of Dragon Ball fans, seeing them take the Master Roshi
definitely
Obi-Wan route. Yeah, I don't see why not. Trends page says, in your opinion, how weak is Granola's moves? Well, I don't think the word weak applies to anything about Granolah right now, except maybe his temper. So. I don't think weak is, you know.
Well,
Real quick, One Suit Senpai says Vegeta's the greatest character in DBZ. They're giving him that Yamcha treatment. No, they're not, bro. You're out of your fucking mind, dude. They're giving him the Yamcha treatment, bro. Like, are you reading the same shit I'm reading? He's the
yeah,
co-star of the fucking show.
you
Yamcha
don't
was
get
the
W's
co-star in
all
the
the
first
time.
arc.
If you don't get W's all the time in the Dragon Ball fan base, you know,
You're
trash.
Yamcha. Yeah, Vegeta has never been beta except for Frieza when he had revenge and he stole it. Well, no offense, One Suit Senpai. Thank you for your super chat, but you really got to look into what alpha and beta actually is. And I don't mean from the fucking red pill community. I mean actually learning what it is. Yes, Vegeta has been beta the entire Dragon Ball Z series. Always being envious of Goku, being envious of Gohan, wanting to be like Goku, wanting to surpass Goku, focusing on Goku. It was almost like he had a fucking erection over Goku. Let me just put it to you like this. Whenever one man focuses so much on another man, including on the internet, it usually means they're envious. Whenever somebody just keeps talking about another person over and over and over again, all day, every day, Goku, 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 putting him down, talking shit about him every single day, it usually means they're envious. Because if you're an alpha, you're not going to talk shit about somebody over and over and over and over and over again, no matter how mad you are. You're going to eventually get over it. But if it's weeks and weeks and weeks, if not years, of Vegeta just talking shit, he's obviously envious. He's obviously a
Right.
punk. That's who Vegeta is. He's a beta. So that's beta behavior. Alpha behavior is you focus on improving yourself to better everybody else around you. And Vegeta over time started caring more about Bulma and Trunks and now Bra than he did Goku. That's when it's fucking alpha. Vegeta didn't even care about his own son, bro. Vegeta, imagine spending time focusing on another male instead of your own family. Think about that for a minute.
Right.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, I understand you're a Vegeta fan. There's nothing wrong with being a Vegeta fan. But he definitely was beta all throughout Z. It wasn't until the end when he gave Goku props that he realized that he can eventually get there. You know, and the thing is, if I'm being honest, it's not just Vegeta's journey, it's all of our journeys, including myself. I'm not gonna lie, I used to be like Vegeta. I used to be like, you know, a punk. I used to want things I didn't have. I used to be that way when I was younger. We all
Right.
have been that way before, bro. Like, and so that's kind of how it works. Like, you gotta eventually get to the point where you focus more on yourself and on empowering those around you than it is focusing on, oh, Goku, Goku, Goku. Like, dude, you know? And so I think Vegeta is better now than he was in Z. Are the other characters better? Probably not, but I think Vegeta is. Hold on, Star Blast and Jordan. Let me get through these super chats. I got more than I thought I did, okay? Viper Bites Gaming. How would Vegeta and Gogeta utilize UI and UE? Possibly somehow combine them into something new? Dog, if we see silver hair with like purple lines through it, I don't even know. Okay, just tell me, Star Blast and Jordan, what you think about that, and I'll move on to the next super chat. Go, fast, go. We gotta get through these. Go.
Okay, I think that the two techniques are so different that it's kind of a stretch for Gogeta to be able to do it because it requires a certain mindset. But they could do this like really clever thing where basically they focus on destruction so much that they have a blank mind, sort of like Ultra Instinct. So they could do like a like hybrid mindset to trigger both transformations. I don't
Call
think
it
that's impossible.
Gogeta Alpha.
Now
That's
I can
it.
stop picturing like a mastered
it.
Ultra Instinct Gogeta with like the white hair, purple highlights, and no eyebrows, bro. Like
And
that
he
transformation sounds weird.
and he goes Yonsha, and then he says some shit in Japanese. Oh, Himitsu no Hado. I am now Gogeta Alpha. Can you imagine the LR Gohan card or Gohan LR Gogeta Alpha card, bro? If you're a fan artist out there and you want to draw this form, if you want to draw me Gogeta Alpha, which is UI and UE combined, draw the art, email it to me on my email on the about page of my YouTube, and I may feature it in an upcoming video. Okay, I may feature it. I want Gogeta how you think he would look with the combination Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego. Do that for me and you may get featured on a video, yo. So send it to my email. I'm looking forward to seeing your entries, and I'll try to feature all of them. Do it, because I really want y'all to do that for you guys. So let's do it. Real quick, destruction power almost seems like the same type of power Kid Buu has. Well, he does destroy. So Kid Buu does have God energy. We know that. All right, Black Dragon 69 says, I agree with the point that was made about Vegeta's new power having side effects, because it's like what happened to Topo when he went from crazy. Exactly. Topo lost his mind too, you know, because he let things go. But it's not the same as Vegeta, though. J-Dub, thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you. All-Star Gaming Entertainment. Maybe this setup will be perfect fusion to beat Granolah and then retirement so the next generation will get trained. That's what Jordan is saying, but I don't think they're going to retire yet. I think that's coming later. I don't think the retirement of Goku Vegeta is going to happen anytime soon. SS9 Vegeta Entrotainment says, I think Vegeta will use his destruction key. I mean, he already did, but if you mean like use it again, sure. What were we gonna say?
Even if they don't retire this arc is definitely going to be the arc where they improve Ultra Instinct and the Destroyer techniques. Basically, like
Right.
regardless of what happens, I do think that by the end of this arc, they're both going to have way more control over it than they did before.
People asking about my email. It's on the about page of my channel, man. It's right there. Go to my YouTube about email. It's right there. Bob Jency says, what I'm really wondering is who is the most powerful in the universe, or who the most powerful in the universe was before Granolah made his wish. It wasn't Goku or Vegeta, I think. With good writing, this could lead to a new character in arc. He's right. There could be a secret enemy somewhere in the universe that is stronger. Can you imagine? Okay, hold on. if this arc ends with Goku and Vegeta asking, so Whis, before Granolah made his wish, who was the strongest? And Whis goes, And then it cuts away to somewhere else in the universe, and it's some fucking badass guy training that Goku and Vegeta don't know about. And that's the cliffhanger. That'd be kind of cool, right?
It honestly could have been Gas.
It could have been Gas, but I don't think it was, but it could have been.
Right.
Watch
I mean,
it just
we'll-
go to like the spirit of Yamoshi like lingering across the universe.
Listen, bro, if you want to see the strongest in the universe, let me drink a couple of fucking pints of milk and I'll show you who has the strongest fucking gas, bro. I'll show you the strongest gas. And people who have been on these streams, people who have heard these streams, they know about how strong my gas is, bro. Women who have dated me know about how strong my gas is, bro. Anyways, let's get through these super chats real quick, y'all. Mark's Mornings, I really like the idea of Bra looking like Bulma before being like her dad, naturally skilled to fight and stronger than Trunks, but girly. I do like that as a character too. Angelo says Vegeta cried to be a Super Saiyan. Yeah, but so did Trunks. Grim Reaper says if they fuse in their respective forms, it could happen. Right. Brian
Yeah.
Bonardi says, I would have Vegeta use UE and Gogeta use UI or vice versa to emphasize. Oh, he's saying Vegeta uses UE, Gogeta uses UI to emphasize a dominant personality. That's not a bad idea for marketing. I mean, they could sell tons of toys with that. UE Vegeta, UI Gogeta. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Yes, the nuclear farts. Yes. Y'all know. If you hung out with me in person, you know. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say that a concept that I think really could have been implemented with Vegeta in this chapter in order to avoid him losing energies as much as he was. I really feel like he should have used the Force Spirit Fission to go along with his transformation. That way he can get some of that energy back and he wouldn't get tired out so much. I mean, to me, like, why wouldn't you do that?
I think that Force Spirit Fission could be a factor. In fact, let's ask the chat right now. Chat room, do you think Vegeta will use Force Spirit Fission in the next chapter during the fight with Granolah? Type yes or type no. I want to know if there's a dominant opinion or not. And by the way, once again, I want to say something to my audience. I'm really, really proud of you guys because, and I've said this earlier in the stream, like, I've looked at other audiences on YouTube, and you guys are like the least toxic side of the Dragon Ball fandom. Dragon Ball fandom and anime fandom is very toxic all over the internet, but you guys are always leaving positive comments. Even if you disagree with me, you're always having respectful debates. Some of y'all can be dicks, but so can I. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I really do appreciate that. Like, I'm really proud of the people who are on this channel. Like, genuinely, dude. Even if I didn't have 711,000 subs, if I had like 200,000, I would be happy with the 200,000 if they behave like that. Okay, no, yes, no, hell no, yes, possible. What was the question I asked again? I don't even remember what the fuck I...
If you could see
Oh,
Vegeta
yeah.
being-
No, I'm kidding. I remember now. Yes, Force Spirit Fission only works with stolen energy. No, that's not true. You can use it to defuse people. It could be done.
I think another thing, the plot twist too is that maybe Vegeta already was using Force Spirit Vision from the start, similar to like, Goku was using
Right.
Kaioken against
Frieza
the entire time.
Right. Okay, PW Gregory says, couldn't Gogeta swap between the two techniques at will? Yes, that's another thing that could be possible, is that we see him swap between the two forms.
You know what would be really cool is if like he beats the crap out of somebody in Ultra Instinct, and then he gives them a shot to be better as a person, and then he turns around and goes into his destroyer form whenever they don't take him up on his offer.
Yes. He knocks down the motherfucker in UI, and then when they don't want to give up, he just goes into purple and just fires them and kills them. And you know what?
Right.
Let's think about this also. Silver and purple, those colors kind of work together, bro. Like if somebody's rocking silver and purple, it actually looks good. So it could work. It's a good look, yeah. Now, I'm not a fashion person, but you know. Hold on. Matt Cheese says, I like your last name. Doesn't it feel like emphasis on Vegeta ego is some kind of regression towards the old narcissist egomaniac beta Vegeta? No, it's not a regression. It's a lesson. It's a lesson. It's an understanding of who Vegeta used to be. It's not that he's regressing to that. It's him understanding that even though he has shed away a lot of it, there's more work to be done. For example, I'm gonna share a personal story with you guys. This is gonna be a personal story. I've been in therapy for a long time to improve my flaws, and sometimes I'll fuck up. Sometimes I'll make mistakes and I'll go back to being a dick, or I'll say something I don't mean or whatever. And then I'll go into therapy and the therapist will say, well, you regressed, but it doesn't mean you're back to that person. It means you still have more work to do. You know, we are always, as people, Dragon Ball can be a metaphor for life in that we as people are always trying to improve. Unless you're a sociopathic scumbag or a narcissist or a guy with a real small dick, you know, an actual small dick mentality. If you're actually like a decent person and you recognize your flaws, you're trying to improve. You're trying to become better. You're trying to be a better person. The older you get, the more you start to understand life and human beings and whatnot. And so, like, even you might fuck up and you might go back to your old self, but it doesn't mean you're always going to be like that. What's up, Mace? Fun is smart milk blue, surf milk. You're wacky, bro. J-Dub says, listen, without Vegeta, there is no Dragon Ball Z, and on point blank, he's finally getting character building and focusing on himself to get stronger instead of chasing Goku, not going evil, like people are saying. Yes, J-Dub, you are 100% right, and I think Dragon Ball Z would have still been around without Vegeta, but it'd be a very, very different story.
Hey, Danny, real quick thing. I don't know if Jordan, I think Jordan might have accidentally went back to the waiting room.
Okay, well, give me a minute. Let me get this past super chat, bro. I gotta get these out of the way before we do more talking. I personally think Goku and Vegeta fighting 2v1 with respective forms would be more interesting than Fusion right now. Save Fusion for an Angel Grand Priest level threat. I don't disagree with you. I think they should hold off on Fusion, but people want it, so I mean I don't think he's wrong about that. I'm just talking about Fusion for later, not right now. Do you think there's a chance that they might have Vegeta go away and train and maybe miss an arc or two? Absence does make the heart grow fonder. I think I would like that, but I don't think they have the balls to do it. I think that people understand that Vegeta is a popular character and that they want to keep him around. So let me actually bring in somebody else. Let me bring in 7-Star Sage. You are live. What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
I'm doing fine, doing just fine.
Okay, bro, you're live with on the Geekdom 101 stream right now. So, first of all, your thoughts on what Jordan said earlier and what Starblast said, if you even remember.
Well, just to kind of round up, I guess, a little bit of everything. I think Vegeta's new form right now, I don't think it's like an Omen version. I think it is the finalized version. It's the NUI counterpart, and the Omen version was Blue Evolution. This is just kind of continuation of it. And I think that it's very much in the beginning stages of it, that it's kind of like when Goku in the manga, when he first turned UI, we said, like, that he couldn't access the form's full abilities because he wasn't used to it. And that was basically kind of garbage. So I kind of feel like, this is the beginning stages of Vegeta's transformation, and he's going to grow just like Goku did. He might even be able to access more of the abilities in his base form, similar to what Goku's working on right now.
Yeah, no, that's good. And but you think that the development will continue even past this arc, like to the next thing?
I think so. I think we'll probably get some development towards like the end of this arc. I could definitely see that. I could definitely see that in the next arc.
Hold on, hold on a minute. You're coming in a little bit low. Hold on, let me interrupt you, but let me turn you up a little bit. Okay, they're saying you're coming in low. Okay, turn yourself up a little bit on your end. I'm gonna turn you up. Okay, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Can you hear me better?
A little bit, a little bit. I'm turning you up a bit more on my end. Okay, go for it. Go for it.
All right. But yeah, I think they could develop it more in this arc for sure. Maybe in the next arc. Vegeta's kind of been a little bit behind in terms of transformation. So like Goku has his MUI state. Now he's working on developing its powers in his base form, and Vegeta has just gained his. So likely in the next arc or towards the end of this, he's going to further develop it. Similar to how like Goku did in the Moro arc.
Yes, I did turn on uTorrent on accident. And yes, I was downloading corrupt music. And I accidentally turned on uTorrent because I was downloading the entire discography of Corrupt. If anybody out there is a fan of Corrupt, do you know who Corrupt is? Anybody even know who Corrupt is? I was downloading corrupt music on my uTorrent, so I'm not ashamed to tell you I was. Sorry about that. I closed out of the page on accident. But Geekdom 101 Pirates music, ooh. Take me to prison. No, I already own all that shit, but I didn't want to have to bust out CDs and shit. It's just much easier to do it that way. Anyways, yes, I do have foot fetish Videl. I do have foot fetish Videl. People are asking me about foot fetish Videl. Let me show you what that is. Okay, so I was gonna tweet this out real quick. This is foot fetish Videl right here. Hold on, can you not see my face? Hang on, guys. Okay, there we go. So I found this image. I think it was Symbiote who posted it in the Discord server. Yes, the dog pound. You know what I'm talking about. I love corrupt. Anyways, here's somebody sent me this image in the Discord server. That is foot fetish Videl, and I wanted to tweet it out because this is the only thing right now that can get Gohan into ultra disappointment. Foot fetish Videl. Listen, y'all, I have nothing to hide on my screen, yo. I just didn't want to take away from the manga chapter, but it's just funny. People are like, foot fetish Videl, what's that? It's this right here, bro. Which I'm gonna tweet that out anyways. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tweet that out anyways. So somebody Symbiote posted in the Discord. Anyways, let me get back to the super chats here. Hold on. Andrew says, do you think there's a chance they might have Vegeta oh yeah, he already asked that. Okay, wait. Live spirals. I can't see your super chat, dude. Sorry about that. It's not coming up for me. And I do think that without Vegeta, there would not be a Dragon Ball Z in the same way that we know it now. That is for sure. So, anyways, 7-star Sage. So let me ask you guys this, okay? We didn't even get to this. What do you think about the heaters, dude? The heaters are in there. They're about to cause some ruckus. What is going to happen with them next chapter? And also the chat room, what's going to happen to them next chapter?
Well, I kind of see in next chapter it's going to be Goku and Vegeta squaring off against Granolah. They're going to be exhausted and tired. It's going to be kind of like Meta Cooler when they're both like exhausted, facing up against that. Then I think Monito's going to show up with Oatmeal. They're going to argue. Then the sky's going to go dark, and that's going to be the cliffhanger for the next chapter.
So you don't think that the skies are going to go dark during the fight with Vegeta and Granolah?
I think it'll probably go whenever they're all talking, and it's going to be a good like interruption moment. I think it's going to happen towards the end of that fight when Monito shows up. As far as what the wish they'll make, I kind of think that none of the heaters are going to sacrifice their lifespan. They all thought Granolah was crazy for doing that. So I think they might end up trying to take Granolah's power that he has, and that Granolah is going to be left at his lowest point.
Oh,
going to have no power and only 3 years left to live.
Yeah, that would. Well, maybe that. Yeah, but that might actually take away from his 3-year thing. But we'll see. Also, Virgil in the chat said that Vegeta has not lost yet because he's still in his UE form, which is true. He hasn't been knocked out of the form yet. The fight's not over yet. Grim, hold on. Live Spiral says, what are the odds of a UI versus UE teaser fight at the end of the arc? That could be a cool poster. I'd be okay with that. Grim Reaper says, it's been a while, but at the end of Z, didn't Goku and Vegeta not see each other for years? Maybe he went to train with Beerus and Goku went with someone else at the Grand Prix. Well, not exactly. That's not what happened. What happened was Bulma's the one that says, I haven't seen you in 5 years. Bulma said that, not Vegeta. Bulma said that. So Bulma has not seen Goku in 5 years, but that can't happen because Dragon Ball Super's already past the 5 years. So either she was over exaggerating, or the real answer is it was a retcon. So there you go. I should probably tweet out the foot fetish Videl picture. Let me do that real quick. I think people want to see it, bro. Hold on. So if you want to see foot fetish Videl, people saw that like, does Geekdom have a foot fetish? No, I do not have a foot fetish. I have a fetish for, I like big titties, bro. I'm always a big boob guy, and I like ass. I like titties and ass. If you like tits or ass, no, actually, you know what? Don't, because do not type tits or ass in the chat, because it's gonna probably it's gonna filter it out because the automatic thing. So in the chat, if you like boobies, type T, and if you like booty, type A. All right, let me know. That's the real question, and here it is for y'all right here. Foot fetish Videl, bro. Gohan and Videl in boots, socks, or feet. I'm sorry, bro. It makes me laugh as to how wacky that is, bro. It's fucking wacky.
With you too.
Bro, it's wacky. No, because people were quick to jump on that. Geek the foot fetish. Like, no, bro, it's a meme picture, bro, that was sent to me that I thought was funny. Anyways, No, I told you I have a boob and an ass fetish. So like I said, type in now. Don't type tits. It's gonna get filtered out. Type B, type T or A. Yes, everything legendary typed T and A. There you go. That's my man right there. T A A T T T A T A. Someone in there's like, well, what about legs? T T A A A T T A A T A A T. See, I'm glad we have some cool people, man. Like I like my audience, bro. Dude, I told you I love my audience. They don't take themselves too seriously. You know, and that's important to me. Look, I'm just gonna say this, all right? Before we get back to Dragon Ball, let me just get this out of the way. All right, look. I feel like anime fans, a lot of anime fans and Dragon Ball fans can be very emotional. Very, very emotional. And when I mean emotional, I don't mean showing emotion. I mean they get too emotional over this series. Don't ever take it so seriously. If Vegeta loses and he's your favorite character, so what? Like, it's not going to affect your life any. There's no sense in arguing with somebody for hours about it or fighting with somebody over it or hating somebody because they're laughing at you. At the same time, there's no sense in laughing at somebody over it either. If you want to fuck with them, if they're your friend or your boy, you know, it's cool. But, like, I think in the past, I have talked about Dragon Ball fans being, you know, like annoying to me, and it's not my audience. It's just the overall fandom that sometimes takes things too seriously when they really shouldn't, because it's just a series. Like, don't let it interfere with your personal life. I mean, it's a big part of my life because it's what I do for a living, and even I have boundaries to where I say, okay, I'm not going to take this too seriously because if I do, it's going to end up affecting me. You know, and I never have taken it seriously. Dragon Ball is supposed to be fun. And if you're not having fun watching or reading Super, cool. Like, just watch my content and I'll keep you up to speed on what's going on. And if you do want to read it, then that's okay too. It's free on the Viz site if you have access to it. So it's whatever, bro. Just don't ever take this so seriously. You know what I mean? And I know y'all in the chat know this, but you know, a lot of ass fans in the chat, bro. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with ass. I don't eat it, but I will look at it. Do you eat ass? Star Blast, is ass halal, bro?
Actually, no. It's if you want to be, you know, religious, and it's like you're technically not supposed to be doing anal in Islam.
No, you're not supposed to be doing anal in Christianity either, bro. Because I mean, but it's also very dangerous because it has Wait a minute, no, I'm not talking about anal. Hold on, you're getting me all mixed up. I was talking about like. I'm talking about. I was about to go into a whole diatribe about eating shit, and that's no. I don't like putting poo in my mouth. No, no, no. What you, bro? I'm not talking about anal. I'm talking about like looking at a booty and seeing it jiggle.
Well, I'm not sure, but if I were to guess, probably not.
All right. Anal, bro. You go from 0 to 100. I wasn't even talking about that, bro. But then you confuse me because I'm over here like talking about like how you have to be careful when you eat ass because like eating ass has like, you know, she might not have that booty clean. She better have that booty clean with really thoroughly cleansed all the way in there. And then you were about to send me on a whole ass other fucking diatribe, bro, that I don't want to get into right now. Okay.
These one people are asking, is like, oh, is this still a Dragon Ball channel?
People are yeah, I know, I see that. David Lena, I think his name is. Bro, we're just talking shit, bro. Relax. Okay, literally talking shit. Get it? Anyways. Well, we have a good time here. Mr. Negative says, if Goku and Vegeta fuse now, what would be the form they would use? Ultra Ego or Ultra Instinct? I told you, bro. Gogeta Alpha. It's going to be called Gogeta Alpha. What was your favorite moment in the original run, GT, and Super each? Okay. I'm gonna go first. I'll go first. Okay. Then I'll ask you guys. My favorite moment in Dragon Ball, not Z, is Goku reuniting with Grandpa Gohan. My favorite moment in Dragon Ball Z is Gohan going SS2. My favorite moment in GT is probably the speech Goku gives at the end of this, when he fights Omega, and Goku going SS4. Actually, Great Ape is my favorite. And then my favorite moment in Super is probably episode 110. That whole episode I thought was great. And, you know, yeah, that's probably my favorite moment in Super, not the movie, Super. What is y'all's favorite moment for the 4 series? I'm going to start with 7th Sage this time.
Oh, geez. Well, that's a toughie for me. I like the fight with Piccolo Jr. and Goku for Dragon Ball.
That's my favorite fight of all time in Dragon Ball, yeah.
Yeah, Piccolo Jr. was definitely like my favorite character for a long time. As far as Z, I like the fight with Vegeta and Goku. I like that classic feel from Z from the Saiyan saga.
Right. Well,
And
that's a
GT,
classic. But we're talking about
yeah,
moments, not just fights. Like, is there a moment in those fights that you like?
I think the not the beam struggle, but when Goku actually goes Kaioken times 3, when he takes it to that next level and tears up his body, but also just like wails on Vegeta is kind of like my favorite moment of that fight. Like I
Okay.
love it whenever he hits him right in like the kidney, does that super kidney punch.
The big uppercut. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Uh,
GT.
GT the Golden Great Ape, probably because I've been waiting to see that for years. Like as soon as they turned Super Saiyan, my first thought was, what if they do the Great Ape transformation on top of that?
Right.
And so to finally see that was really cool. Also, I just like the kind of the emotional moment of let's see what am I thinking of Vegeta whenever he actually turned Super Saiyan 4. I like that one as well. Whenever he's like, now finally ascended. I like that part.
Even though he had help from his fucking wife, but he's alpha, right? He's alpha. He had to have his woman help him. Anyways, I'm fucking around. Go ahead. Well, that's and then
Those
Super.
are probably my favorite
Super.
parts.
What about Super?
Oh, geez, the
Yeah, I know Super's not
anime.
that good.
No, no, it's not that. I get mixed up from time to time because I've been focused so much on the manga. I gotta be like, all right, let me go into the anime. Um, I like Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta whenever he came. I thought that was cool. Not necessarily the fight, but just actually seeing him, that was pretty cool.
Okay.
I do like the moment. I like that little like slice of life moment with Piccolo and Pan. I think that was probably one of my favorites.
We might get more very soon of those, let me tell you. We might be getting a lot more of those. So, Star Blast, what about you, bro? Dragon Ball, Z, GT, Super.
Okay, so when it comes to Dragon Ball, I gotta like one of my favorite moments. Like this one's special. This one's special to me. It was the fight between Kid Goku and Kid Krillin. It was just like having the two of them go at it and having seen Shintani be like and like not Shin, was it Shintani? I think that was one of his first times like animating for the series, and like it ended off with a really cool like like
Shintani.
double punch. Am I thinking? Am I
Wait,
thinking
what?
Shintani? Yeah.
I
Wasn't
don't
the
think
Goku versus Kid Krillin fight like one
you're
of
talking about
Shintani's
now Toshishita, bro.
Cheetah? Yeah,
And
okay, yeah,
it was not one of his first times, bro. It wasn't even close to one of his first times. But it was he did do some of that fight, yeah.
yeah. So then in Dragon Ball Z, okay, my favorite moment from there is I'm like that. It can change half the time, but I'm gonna go with Vegeta turning into a Super Saiyan, like because we didn't think that Vegeta ever would at that time, and that moment just like totally changed. Um, how it like it just
Well,
totally changed how we used to see the series, like,
except for the fact that Rock the Dragon shows him going Super Saiyan at the end of the intro, but
Oh, but
just
no. But I read the thing is when it came to the anime and stuff. Like I actually didn't watch the anime when I first watched Dragon Ball. I read it through the manga at
oh,
the
so you're
library, bro.
okay. That's different. That's a very unique way of getting into it. Most people got into it with the anime. That's interesting. Okay, no, I didn't know that. That's interesting. I didn't know. I mean, that's
Yeah, yeah,
rare. That's very rare.
yeah. It was that I can go way back and tell you about it later. Dragon Ball Super. Okay. Um, what other moment is more sufficient in Dragon Ball Super than when Goku first went Ultra Instinct? I mean, come on, 109, 110. The emotions were super high on that day. It is just an unforgettable type of day. That moment where Goku turned Ultra Instinct, and you literally just like see him casually walking through the blast that Toppo was shooting at him. It's like Goku went beast mode. It was a good time. And then for Dragon Ball GT, I think for Dragon Ball GT, it was just yeah. I mean, it is the transformation, just like Goku turning Super Saiyan 4 and pretty much beating the shit out of Baby. I got to go with that.
All right, Coast Boy T says it'll be interesting if the Heaters, because I want to talk about the Heaters here. If the Heaters' wish was to control over Frieza's army and have him on the run, and somehow accidentally found to Granolah while fighting the Saiyans, big supporter of the channel. Thank you so much, Coast Boy T. And I think they're definitely going to do some shenanigans as as we approach the wish and during the wish as well. Let me go ahead and bring in somebody. Let me bring Zio in. Hey Zio, you're live with me.
Oh crap! I'm here.
Zio, I can't hear you, bro.
Give me a second.
You gotta talk right into the microphone. Real quick before we get to Zio, though. What do you think about Goku healing himself? I think they waited too long to use this technique again. I'm glad they brought it back, but it seems like Goku is healing himself with the God power, like he did in Battle of Gods. I'm very surprised that that happened. What do you think? That's for you guys. You can tell me.
Oh, okay. Well,
Start. Yeah.
I
What do you think? Start.
I
Like,
think
did
it's
you
like
care? I mean,
okay, so when I saw that, I didn't really think I didn't I mean, I was thinking, okay, this could be a multitude of different things. Maybe he figured out how to do the healing technique because Trunks in the manga had that same technique and he just mimicked what he was doing. The my personal way that I view it, it's like not necessarily him healing. It's like and I can, and this is my own head canon. It's like maybe he's using like the energy in his hand to sort of stitch the wounds that he has that granola put into him, and and that's why he's saying, "Come on, body, heal." It's like he's doing the stitching. The body's got to do the rest of the recovery on its own.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying? Zio, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
Can
go
you hear?
ahead. Yeah, I can hear you. Sound better now. You sound a lot better now. Okay, I was good. Well, actually, I'm going to ask you before I ask Seven Star. What do you think about Goku healing himself? Well, I want to ask you more, but what do you think about that first, and then we'll get to what I was going to ask you in a minute.
I think Goku being able to heal himself I feel like that could be easily exploited because I liked it when characters in Dragon Ball were the healers, they didn't fight like Dende. Whether the characters who could heal in any way didn't fight.
Okay. Well, I mean, in this case, he's just healing himself, but I don't know if he can heal other people. It could be like an internal God technique. I really don't know. Hold on. Let me get to the super chat real quick. Grim Reaper says, best Z episode, hands down, is Goku and Piccolo learning how to drive. That's my favorite filler. That's a lot of people's favorite, actually. It's not my favorite filler. My favorite filler is Princess Snake, and I told you why in a video I did back in February. Saint Fisuto says, if Sean Schimmel got fired, who would replace him? I have no idea. And trust me, he doesn't want me to talk about that at all on here because he does not want to get fired. And if he did get fired, it would be a huge, huge problem. A lot of fans would not like that. Iron says, Toriyama sees Goku as a paladin knight with angelic powers and Vegeta as a barbarian destruction ward from 80s D&D. I was going to say, bro, you've been playing a lot of that World of Warcraft shit. I think he used D&D in writing them. In 75, Vegeta's powers crazed and drunk with bloodlust like a barbarian. Well, I think using a class system like what you're talking about, like, job classes like in RPGs and D&D and Warcraft, it makes sense for the direction they're going in because it is based on sort of how we are as people and our quest as people, our journey going through life. So, Seven Star Sage, do you have any comments on Vegeta? I'm sorry, on Goku healing himself with his God power.
Well, I mean, I kind of saw it whenever I first read it that he was kind of patching himself up, that he wouldn't be able to fully heal himself up, not like the Yard Rats knew or how Dende can do. I thought it was more of like I'm going to try to heal myself a little bit faster than normal.
Hopefully, yeah.
Because yeah, I don't see that happen. I kind of see them fighting Granolah together, pretty exhausted. But I mean, he could heal himself completely, and then Vegeta pop the sensu bean, and that would be a little bit weird to me, though.
Oh, great. Yeah, thanks for telling me. I got the Dog Pound discography. Thanks for telling me. Fucking the thing came up. That's good, man. I mean, it doesn't have. I don't think that torrent has the Warren G songs. Just hit the east side and the LBC on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G. Bro, Regulate is a classic, bro. And even people who are like younger who missed that era, like even they know that song. I got all that stuff, bro. I got CDs from West Coast hip hop and East Coast. But I love all that stuff from when I was a kid. Fun times. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna bring in Symbiote. I'm gonna bring Symbiote in, but first I'm gonna move some of you guys back up to the other room. So Seven Star Sage, any final thoughts on this chapter?
Not really. I think I kind of discussed everything that I thought about it. I thought it was a good chapter, and I thought the backlash against it was pretty overblown.
I didn't think it was a
And-
good chapter, but I didn't think it was the worst ever. I think the one back in February was the worst ever. But what were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say, that I've been a fan for 25 plus years. It's not worth getting upset about. It's got some highs and it's got some lows. It's a great thing. Just enjoy the good and don't worry about the bad.
And plus, when Dragon Ball Super ends, a lot of us are gonna miss it, dude. Like when this whole thing is over and we get no more movies and no more manga, people are gonna miss it, and they're gonna bring it back at some point, I'm sure. Again, probably in a reboot series, something else like that. But when it ends, people are gonna miss it, bro. Anyway, 7-Star, thank you for being here.
Hey, no problem. Thank you.
No problem. All right, Star Blast, I'm gonna have you give your final thoughts. I'm gonna bring in Sim. Well, actually, wait. First, Zio. But before we go, you give your final thoughts. I want to talk to Zio for a minute. What'd you think about this chapter? Thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, thumbs down.
I'd say it's about a middle.
Okay.
It had some good points, it had some bad, but overall it was a decent chapter.
All right. And what do you think, Star Blast, of chapter 75?
Okay, I think this chapter came out really good. I know a lot of people's expectations of the chapter were just totally tarnished because of the spoilers that came out right beforehand with the panel of just like Vegeta on the ground, and a lot of that same energy I think went into the same exact chapter and disrupted a lot of people's viewpoints, which is what made a lot of that negative backlash happen. Just like the Vegeta fans, they feel like they're getting played with, and they more so want to see Vegeta win a fight rather than actually come in and see a story half the time. And it's just like Vegeta didn't even lose yet in this chapter. So it's just like, I'm just gonna remind people, when you see the spoilers, you're not getting the full story. You just gotta wait until the full chapter comes out before you give it your judgment.
Right. And I said that too. When I covered that, I said, let's wait for full context because we really don't know if Vegeta lost. Yes, Death Row. I'm a big fan of Death Row, or the music. But
Yes.
Death Row the music. But I was to answer something in the chat, bro. No, and I said that in my spoiler video. I was like, yo, we need to really wait and see, we need to wait and see what actually happens, and we have to wait for full context. But thanks a lot for being here, bro.
I'm happy to be here. Hey, I see you changed my name.
I did. Do you like your new name?
I'll run with it for a little bit.
All right. Well, thank you for being here, bro. For those who don't know, I renamed him in my Discord server. Instead of Star Blast Studios, I named him Cum Blast Studios. So, yeah, that's what we do in the Discord. If you can't handle that, bro, might not be the place for you. All right, Symbioid, you've been waiting patiently. You're live.
What's up, man?
All right, we're gonna wrap it up here with you and Zio, but I wanted to get your thoughts on this chapter and where you think we're going.
I thought it was pretty all right. I thought it wasn't. I felt like the other chapter, the one that came before 75. I think no, 74 was better, man. I think I liked the action in that one a lot more. It's interesting to see this ultra ego, which fucking it suits Vegeta so perfectly because the motherfucker has a huge ego. It's interesting that they kind of give him like the anime Goku Black, where the longer he fights and takes damage, he gets stronger and stronger. I kind of like that. And it's cool that that Granolah kind of became, well, I'm dubbing it as a Super Cerealian by getting both red eyes. So now his
That's
vision's
what
like
you're calling
20/20.
it?
I'm calling it a Super Cerealian, bro.
All
The
right.
legendary Super Cerealian.
The legendary Super Cerealian.
But it's cool that now he's gonna become an even bigger problem, because if he was already like really good using his right eye, now his left one, both of them are gonna be a problem. So he'll be able to target Goku and Vegeta even faster. This is probably gonna bring up a whole new world of powers for him, and it's gonna make him even more formidable. Like, what people gotta understand is the three strongest in the universe aside from the gods right now are Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah,
Right.
and they're all
Yes.
fighting right now.
Yes.
So the big battle, in my opinion, is gonna be Goku either assisting Vegeta in UI Omen or UI, and their clash is gonna cause like big, massive destruction on the planet.
I can't wait. I
Or-
cannot wait for this to be adapted in anime, bro. Because it could actually be improved upon big time. You know what I mean? With the proper.
Oh, big time,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh man,
big time. But I also think, because I was listening to you guys talk and like what's gonna happen with the Heater's Wish. I personally think that if you remember, Monito tells Granolah that if he were to die, that's the end of the Dragon Balls. Like they're gonna turn to stone. I think Monito's gonna tell Granolah to kill him before the heaters get their wish, and before they
Oh
can even make the
yeah.
wish,
And Granola's gonna be
Granola.
hesitant. He's not gonna want to do it. He's gonna be scared to do it.
Yup. And what's gonna end up happening if he does do it, it's gonna cause like Granolah to break down mentally, and he's gonna realize that what Monito told him about revenge was actually true.
Okay,
Because if you remember,
I actually love that idea, but I don't think they're gonna do that only because that would kind of end the arc. You know what I mean? Like the arc would kind of be over at that point.
well, I don't think it would be over because then the heaters would want to figure out why are the Dragon Balls turned to stone, and then Elec is probably gonna remember, oh crap, because of Monito, and now they're gonna be like, now that's where the big battle's gonna come in.
Yeah,
They're
but if
all
it's
three of
Goku,
them,
but if it's Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah against the Heaters, they're gonna stomp them. Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah teaming up
unless
against anyone right now would be. Can you imagine that Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah right now teaming up against anyone? They get smashed, bro.
they're
Anyone would
not
get the
Granolah.
business, bro. Except for maybe the Grand Priest and Whis. No, let me get this out, bro. If Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah teamed up against anyone that's not the Grand Priest or the Angels, they get smashed, bro. They get wasted. They get the
Broly would be
business.
Yeah,
obliterated.
Broly would be obliterated if it was Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah 3 on anyone, bro. It could, bro. I believe that Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah at max power, all three of them could take out the entire Pride Trooper squad by themselves. I'm telling you that right now. Write it
Oh,
down.
definitely,
Okay,
definitely.
okay,
I
go
think
ahead.
they could
Sorry.
even take off the Gods of
Yeah, go
Destruction as well. But
Some of them, maybe.
I think they've been hyping up Gas, and I think Gas is gonna be the one that either gets the wish,
Yeah, I think he will.
or if Monito dies, he's gonna show off his true power, and he'll be able to handle all three of them.
Yeah, I think Gas is going to actually be one of the big threats they're going to face in this story.
I also
know?
think because, like I was telling you, I think this was already revealed in one of the manga chapters, but that the Heater schemed with the Frieza Force, you know, to have Granola's people killed. I think that's gonna come into play soon. and
Oh,
either the
you
Heaters
like a
are gonna team
backstory
up-
type thing. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
like
so
a
yeah.
backstory, like where the heads of the people of Granolah fall on the people he works for, and that's gonna piss off Granolah big time, because this whole time he was like, Frieza did this just because he wanted to do it. Well, no, the Heaters had a secret hand in the destruction of your people, and tell me why they came to the planet and automatically sold it to the Shigarians. Frieza probably cut a deal with them.
Like, but was it Alec or was it like Alec's dad or some shit like that? You know what I mean?
No, I think it was Alec and the Heaters, the sibling group. I think because if you remember,
They've been
when
gassing
Granola's
up
telling-
gas. Yes, go ahead.
Yes.
They've been gassing
just
up
think-
gas.
And even Jordan mentioned this too one time to me, that he thinks that Gas might have a connection to the Namekian tribe of planet Cereal, which is why they know about that planet. Which is why they would tell Frieza, hey, there's this planet of people that have eyes with remarkable abilities for sniping. They could be a threat to your Saiyans. And Frieza's like, well, great, thanks for telling me. I'll cut you a deal. If I wipe them out, you can keep the planet and whatever remains.
Right. That or if I wipe them out, I'll pay you. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Or
And I
you
think-
pay me, or you pay me. Yeah, okay, but the question is,
Exactly.
okay, but why would the Heaters do that? What is the purpose? Just to get paid?
They're scumbags, bro. They're scumbags. There's
People do
either to get
whatever for
paid,
money.
either to get paid or they wanted to make a profit off the planet.
they're opportunistic assholes.
But is
Yeah.
the Heaters just this one? Is it just this one family, or is there a bigger family out there? Like, are there more members of the Heaters that we don't even know about? That's the
See,
question.
Like,
now
it could
that's
be
what
a-
I would find interesting. What if
Like, it
the
could be a-
Namekians fought the Heaters family?
Zio, what were we
Like
gonna
it could
say?
be it could be a major organization of information brokers and things.
Yeah,
And this could just be one section.
yeah, and maybe they never even told. Maybe they never told. They never told Granolah any of this. They kept. Obviously, they kept it a secret.
They
from
probably never did. And the reason why
Yeah.
I think they kept Granolah alive was because they needed that sniper ability. They needed him to get stronger.
They
and set
wanted to
on
use him.
bounties to use him
Yeah.
against Frieza.
Which is the same thing that Frieza did to the Saiyans. That'd be a great little story twist, actually. You know what? I'm gonna give you props. Why aren't you making fucking 15-part what if videos and shit, bro, and making money like the rest of these guys are?
I don't know, man. But I'm telling you, I'll tell you this.
I don't know, man.
That's why they had to shift gears because a wrench was thrown in their plans. Granolah ended up wishing to be the strongest. That's why they want to wipe him out now.
He's too dangerous to be kept alive. I mean, I get it, you know.
Exactly, man. I'm excited. Hopefully Toyotaro runs with it, but most of the time they usually let good shit like that run out the door. It's
Yeah,
super.
or it's just not. It's not. Well, it could be. It's Toriyama who wrote the original plot outline. Real quick, Jonathan the Bijou, you sent me a super chat, but I can't read it. Like it's not letting me read it. Wait, here it is. Okay, he wrote, Goku tried to heal himself while Vegeta fought Boo. Enough time passed for Goku to get better at it. It's not like he's that Supreme Kai healing level. No, I didn't say he was, but that's why it's taking longer. He just hasn't gotten to that point yet. So anyways. All right. I'm gonna close out the stream. Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
I just think my last thought is I do not like the name of Vegeta's new transformation. I think it's kind of stupid.
What would you have called it?
I was thinking something along to do with the God of Destructions, like I cannot say the Japanese name. for it.
Hakaishin.
That's it. Form or something like that.
Yeah, I
Because
wouldn't.
it's
Oh, that reminds me. I have to change. I have to change people in the server. I have to change the entire. Oh, I have to change the entire name of the category now. Remember, I made that new category in the server.
That's
Now
right.
it's gonna be called Ultra Ego now, bro.
Oh,
Oh, I'm
crap.
sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Zio. Thank you for reminding me. I totally forgot.
I was thinking it just seems like it's more of an omen form. It doesn't seem like it's perfected yet. So I was
Yeah,
thinking it would be like a Kakaishin form or something, because it's not the fully realized form where you'd give it a different name.
right. Well, a lot of people think that, and I think the quest for Vegeta will continue. Anyway, Zio, bro, thanks for stopping by, bro.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, Symbio, we're gonna close out with you, bro. Final thoughts on where they're going and everything.
I think they're prepping for the final battle, bro. They're prepping for Goku, Vegeta, and Granolah versus the Heaters. I think it's interesting that Fate brought all of them back together, but then again, it was also the Heaters that caused it in the first place. So that plot line, I hope it gets explored. If not, like, you know what it is, it's super. But what I find interesting is that Frieza has yet to show up. So he's a
Right,
factor too. He's either
right,
gonna align himself with the Heaters to get back at Goku, or either Goku or Vegeta are gonna be like, we need Frieza's help. Because I
right.
don't think they're gonna bring Broly. I really don't see Broly. I think Toyotaro doesn't want to use Broly for whatever reason.
Or maybe they
Maybe
told
because
him not to. Like, Toriyama told
maybe
him not to.
Toriyama was like, exactly. Maybe Toriyama was like, nah, don't use Broly. I have bigger plans for him. Although I don't see the reason why Goku would need to surpass Broly. I really don't. That's why I was
I
happy that you said that the three of them now, the strongest, would clap him easily, bro.
Easily, absolutely. They would
Easily,
clap. They would
easily, no
clap Broly.
struggle.
Broly can still train to get stronger, though. So there you go. All right, bro. Well, thanks for stopping by. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, that's it. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Anytime. All right, y'all. Let me get to these last super chats here. Wait a minute. You want Geekdom to see what? Savage God. I'm not. What are you talking about? I don't know what's going on. I missed the chat, bro. We're talking about Dog Pound music, bro. I love the Dog Pound, bro. Motherfuck D, motherfuck M. The only X I know is Exhibitor RBX. That was a song by Corrupt called Calling Out Names. Okay. AO Flip says, realize Granolah unlocked the Sharingan. Grim Reaper says, gas might absorb heaters, making him flame. I do think a flame character would be revealed. Maybe. I think it's a different kind of gas, though. And then Chase Davis says it would be funny if Goku called for Jiren. Well, last Saturday I did a whole video on Goku and Jiren, and like Goku, not Goku and Jiren. If Jiren's going to be in the new movie, so that's will be discussed. So, anyways, folks, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for your generous super chats. Wait, hold on, I got the damn. Hold on, I'm saying goodbye too soon here. Oh, yeah, hold on. No, sorry, I was going to say, look at the camera. Again, thank you guys for stopping by. Thanks for your generous super chat donations. I really appreciate it. As always, I appreciate your support here for 6 years and more incoming, because Dragon Ball is not going to end anytime soon, and I will be here with you guys every step of the way. Big D Geekdom 101 is my Twitch right above there. I stream on there all the time talking video games. Not really Dragon Ball stuff there. We talk about Dragon Ball here, and we got a lot of really fun videos coming up that I think you'll enjoy, including my Super Saiyan Rose video explained, which actually explains a huge plot hole in the anime. Well, it's not a huge plot hole, but it is a contradiction, a mistake that was made that I fix, and other things like that. So, and then also this coming Monday is the plan for this video to come out with Opie, with Mr. Senpai, and we're going to be talking about the new chapter, what we think